Hey everybody, welcome back. A quick analysis of Gretsch guitars and specifically the Electromatic series versus their next tier up, which is the highest tier, which is the Professional series. So for those of you that aren't familiar with Gretsch guitars, there are three lines of Gretsch guitars that are out there. The Streamliner, which is the low end, and that they're typically made in Indonesia and China. The Electromatic, which is the next line up series, which mostly were made in, well, they were originally made in Korea, then they moved to Indonesia, and now most of them are made in China. And then you have the next tier up, which is the Professional line of guitars, and they're made in Japan. So significantly more money than the Electromatic. But I'm proposing to all of you right now, and again, this is just my opinion, and it's open for debate, that out of all the main tier manufacturers, Guild, Gibson, Fender, PRS, right? They all have their main line and subline. PRS has their mainline core guitars, then they have their SE line. Fender has the Squire series of guitars as well as their Mexican line and USA line. Gibson, Epiphone, you know the deal, right? It goes along. So Gretsch similarly has Streamliner, which is the low end, Electromatic, which is the mid-tier, and then the high end, which is Professional. I'm proposing to you that this line of guitars, which is the Electromatic line, is the best bang for the buck, the best value electric guitar on the marketplace today. And I'll tell you why. So first off, let's take a look at these two, just as an example. So this guy here is an Electromatic series guitar. It's a G Gretsch 5420. Actually, I'm going into the wrong description. A G5220, excuse me, guitar 5220. And the retail price, the map price for this guitar is $499.99. So just under 500 bucks. And what you have in this guitar is a very, very high quality budget guitar. I mean, this thing plays unbelievably well. The neck is great. It was finished beautifully out of the factory. Beautiful cosmetic finish on this guitar. You're looking at this fire stick red color here, which is a metallic, and beautiful mahogany-ish wood on the back and the neck. Just a really, really well-made instrument. Now let's take a look at the guitar that this typically is comparable to in the next line up. And that is the Gretsch Professional Series Jet DS model with Bigsby. The difference between that and this, obviously, is that that has a Bigsby, this doesn't. It's a hardtail. Now, the other main difference is that this guitar, as I mentioned, goes for $499.99, whereas the Jet, the Professional Series Jet DS with the Bigsby, goes for $2,699.99. That's $2,200 more than this guitar. Now, what are the main differences between that and this? So, let's start off with pickups, right? So, the pickups on that guitar are Dynasonic. You have got a Dynasonic pickup in the bridge and the neck, right? Gretsch Dynasonic pickups. In this particular guitar, you have a blacktop Broadtron pickup in the neck and the bridge. They're a little bit hotter than the Dynasonics. They don't have that pristine clarity that the Dynasonics will give you. These are more rocky in nature typically. But are they $2,200 less in terms of what you're going to get from a playability standpoint? Again, that's your call, depending upon the tone you're looking for. As a novice, as a hobbyist, in my opinion, no. Now, there is a Bigsby on the Jet DS, and it's a Bigsby B7 CP. This has a stop tail It's a hardtail guitar. No Bigsby tremolo system on here. The tuners on the $2,200 more guitar, the professional series, Gretsch, has Goto tuners on it. These do not. These have Gretsch sealed tuners, which, by the way, are extremely good tuners, by the way, for a budget guitar. They hold tune. They don't slip. They're very, very solid budget guitar tuners. The body is made out of mahogany on this guitar. The body on the professional series is also made out of mahogany. The neck on this is a U-neck, Gretsch U-neck shaped neck. The neck on the professional series is also a U-neck shaped neck. So the main differences between the two are the pickups, Dynasonics on the professional series versus these blacktop Broadtrons. A true Bigsby tremolo system, the B7 CP. Goto locking tuners on the $2,200 more guitar. Then these are not locking tuners, and they're standard Gretsch tuners. Now, aside from that, and probably some other internals that are upgraded on the more expensive Gretsch, but basically, if you are like myself, which is not a professional musician playing out, not a recording artist, is that guitar worth $2,200 more than this? I'm going to state right flat out, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I probably, with my playing ability and my needs, would not be able to tell any difference between the $2,699 guitar versus this $500 guitar. Now, if you are, again, playing out and in a professional, and that's your job, playing at, large venues or whatever the case is, and you want a specific tone, you probably would pay that difference maybe, because if you're getting that tone that you're looking for. Or, for whatever reason, you just want that particular series of guitar, you might fork out the additional money. In my case, I would find that I would be hard-pressed to do so. Now, that's just this model. So now let's look at this guy, which is a hollow body. And by the way, that is not a hollow body. It's a chambered body guitar, right? This is a true hollow body guitar. And this is the Gretsch Electromatic G5420T, the T being the tremolo system here, which is a licensed by Bigsby tremolo system on this guitar. Okay? Complete hollow body, beautiful guitar, great sound. Let's do a comparison of what's the nearest to this in terms of the professional series, or the guitars made in Japan. And that would be the Tennessean or the Nashville model. Let's look at the Tennessean, which goes for $2,499.99. So let's say $2,500 versus this guy, which goes for $799.99, right? So there is a $1,700 gap or difference between this Electromatic and its cousin professional line of Gretsch guitars made in Japan. The nut is a new bone nut on here, right? On its cousin, the Tennessean, you get a tusk nut. The fretboard on here is laurel wood. It's a laurel wood fretboard. On the Tennessean, you're getting a rosewood fretboard. And it's a rolled fretboard on the Tennessean. But let me tell you something. The fret ends on this thing are immaculate. There's not a sharp fret end to be had up and down the fretboard. So although it's not rolled, technically, it is finished to perfection. You cannot find a sharp fret end up and down this fretboard. Phil McKnight would be proud. The tuners on the Tennessean are Goto locking tuners. On this particular model, which is the Electromatic line, the G5420T, it's not Goto, it's just Gretsch. And they are the, vintage style tuners on the back that you can see. And these are excellent tuners. They hold tune extremely well. There's no slippage. These things are fantastic in terms of tuning ability and integrity. The pickups. Now, the pickups on the Tennessean are Gretsch Pro Filtertron pickups. On this baby, they're the new Filtertron 5E pickups, which are incredible pickups. Incredible pickups. And you can read reviews on YouTube, all over the net in terms of, various blogs. These pickups are chimey, jangly, true Gretsch Filtertron sound, really, really high quality pickups. Now, are they Pro FTs? No, they're not. Is there a sound that you're looking for with Pro FTs that these can't provide? Maybe. But are they $1,700 less in terms of quality? I'm going to say no. But again, I'll leave that up to you. The tremolo system on here, okay? So this has a licensed by Bigsby B60 tremolo. And it's okay. It's fine. I'm not a huge tremolo user, so for what I need it for, it is fine. Is it as good as a regular Bigsby, licensed by Bigsby, or a true Bigsby, I should say, tremolo? It might not be. And on the the Japanese professional series, Tennessean, you are getting an American-made Bigsby tremolo system, a B6P vibrato. Is it better? It probably is. Again, versus this licensed by Bigsby, which is an OEM product, probably Chinese-made, I would guess. The top on this is arched maple, the same as the Tennessean. It's got a C-shaped neck on this guitar, the Electromatic. The Tennessean in Japan, made in Japan, has a U-shaped neck, so there is a difference in terms of the neck profile. Again, guys, all in all, is this guitar $1,700 crappier than a Japanese-made professional? I would propose to say it is not. But again, depends upon your needs, your desires, your wishes. And if you feel it is, it is. So, regardless of that, these Electromatic series guitars by Gretsch, in my opinion, are the best value guitars on the marketplace today. What you get in terms of bang for the buck. They are giggable. They are playable out of the box. They sound great. They feel great. And again, I'm a big proponent of them. But again, I would love to hear your comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Put them in the comments below. If you like these videos, guys, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. And until the next one, be well. See you soon. Take care.